Well, good morning. I'm at Starbucks getting a little caffeine, a little free Wi-Fi, a little power to power this power bank up, and just uploaded a video for day 12, and I'm ready to head on down the road toward New Mexico. So we're going to take some back roads on the way through there and see what we can see along the way. Let's go. So here's me charging things up going down the road. I have 6 things charging. I have this phone charging on one cord. I have my earbuds charging. I have this light, this LED light charging. Let's see, I have an iPad charging, so I've got a splitter coming off this USB connection going to here and here. I've got this coming off a USB connection from the back. I've got another one that's going into this Jackery, small Jackery, charging it. And I've got the large Jackery being charged off the 120 12-volt port. So that's 6 things charging at once. That works out pretty good as long as I'm moving down the road. So, all right, getting ready to hit the road, and we'll charge as we go. Yeah, I think this was a great choice to get off the interstate. We're going to see some interesting scenery out here on the back roads. We're on 87 North out of Phoenix, and we're eventually going to get onto 70 headed east over toward New Mexico. We're coming into the Tonto National Forest now, so looking forward to seeing all this. There's no telling what we'll find across the next hill, around the next curve. On the back roads, that's where you always find the cool, interesting stuff. Boulder Mountain and Indian Spring Peak ahead of us. Wow, look at that, would you? Stunning. So we have been headed northeast up through the Tonto National Forest. We crossed over that peak, came back down the other side, and now we're headed southeast. We're going to pass Roosevelt Lake up here in a few minutes, and still headed east back toward New Mexico. This is the Theodore Roosevelt Lake. We're still inside the Tonto National Forest. Beautiful big lake. And this is just the beginning of it. It goes further on down. We may be able to stop and see a better vantage point, but there are campgrounds all around this lake. You can see folks camping over here. So we'll head on down and see if we can see some more of this. So this looks like a big campground on Theodore Roosevelt Lake. Might be a good place to camp sometime. This looks like a pretty cool campground. pulled off the road into Claypool, Arizona, and and gonna try to find some lunch. I think I'm gonna eat at Dick's Roasted Chicken. Man, I haven't had roasted chicken in years, but I always loved it. So let's get in here and see if Dick knows what he's doing. If we can find Dick. All right, there's Dick on the right. Let's go get some chicken. Ooh, I think I see it. Nope, that's the Mexican place. Where's Dick? There's Dick's. I see it. I see it. Let's go get it. Let's get it. Well, old Dick knows how to make some fried chicken. It was really good. I felt like I was in an episode of Northern Exposure. I sat down there at that picnic table, and Dick came out and plopped down and threw his feet up and was talking to a local. They were talking about, what were they talking about? They were talking about pickup trucks. They were talking about bear season. They were talking about a forest fire. The mailman came in wearing street clothes, a young guy. He walked into the kitchen, handed the mail to the lady in the kitchen. Several locals came in, just walked in the kitchen and placed their order and carried on conversations with the ladies back there. And yeah, it was like something you see, like a series on TV. It was really bizarre. It was really interesting. So I just sat there and soaked it all in, ate my chicken, licked my fingers, and paid my bill. I would like to have found a restroom, but I didn't see one. It's a tiny place, and I was afraid to ask because I was afraid it might be in the kitchen. So this place is actually I did get off the road at Claypool, but it's right down the road. It's actually in a little tiny city called Miami, Arizona. So, all right, let's head on down the road. Got to get to New Mexico. Well, it's been a long day. I just rolled into Las Cruces, New Mexico. It's a little after 9 p.m. Mountain Time. I've had a great day sightseeing. I took the long route around from Phoenix up through the Tonto National Forest and all the way back down past Theodore Roosevelt Lake, and then on through all those small towns on the back roads there. And finally tonight I came back down to I-10 and hit the interstate at Lordsburg. I stopped at Lordsburg and took a long hot shower at the pilot truck stop, and then came on across I-10 tonight and stopped at Deming and got some dinner. Stopped, as you saw, I stopped at Miami, Arizona for lunch today. Stopped at a small town Walmart, did a little shopping. So I've made some stops along the way. And it just took a long time to come around through all those little towns with, where speed limits slow down, to, 35, 25, and then back up to 65, and then slow down again. And but anyway, it was a great day. I was just blown away by how beautiful the Tonto National Forest was. I didn't realize when I started the day out that, I was going to see that and that it was that beautiful. It was just an impromptu thing to take the long way around, and just ran through there. And it turned out to be a beautiful, gorgeous day. So it is cold tonight. I was going to stay in Lordsburg, but it's going to be 11 degrees in the morning in Lordsburg. So I came over to Las Cruces, and it's about 5 degrees warmer over here. It's going to be 16 degrees, a balmy 16 here in Las Cruces in the morning. But I'll be in good shape. I've got the electric blanket. I've got a big, long, extra large heating pad that I can turn on. I've got a heated foot pad that I'm using right now that's working off the battery, and I've got the butane heater with a new canister of fuel in that. I can always start the car, so I've got warm clothes. So I'm in good shape. I'll be very comfortable. But I see that it's cold everywhere. I saw that there was lots and lots of snow on the ground in Pensacola, Florida. So, it's just crazy right now everywhere. I'm today when I was going to stay in Lordsburg, and that Lordsburg and probably Las Cruces too is probably very close, maybe 10 miles to the Mexican border, and it's going to be, down in maybe, well, Las Cruces is going to be down to, 16 tonight. So crazy weather everywhere. Tomorrow I'm going over to Roswell, and maybe we'll see some aliens over there. I'm going to take it kind of easy tomorrow. I'm going to try to do some laundry tomorrow. I'm going to try to wash this car. I mean, it looks like someone is throwing chocolate milkshakes down the side of the car. I ran through some wet spots today and some muddy spots, and and then all the dust from the desert. It's really crazy looking. So I need to get that cleaned up. And what else? Just need to take it a little slower tomorrow. Slow down and take it easy tomorrow. But we'll do Roswell, and then I'll make my reservation for Carlsbad Caverns and hopefully do that the next day. So anyway, appreciate you guys following me along, and we'll talk again tomorrow.